You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
Hello and welcome to season 3 of Just Talking Out Loud. I guess we're on location. Ron's been running up and down. I talk to myself in a third person, the hill, because we're out by the pool. And a very special guest today are Matt and Ian.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Good.
I appreciate you guys coming out. I have this. There's a sound. We're trying some new things, so it's going to be a little bit. I'm hearing this little whistle, and I'm not sure what it is for sure. It was gone, now it's back again. But anyway, all right. We'll just have to hope, because this is actually take 2. We had actually recorded an episode because we were going to talk to Matt and Ian about something that's changed their life dramatically, made a huge difference. We'll talk about that. I'm Ron.
I'm Terry.
Yeah, I guess I kind of forgot that. I kind of jumped in and getting started. Hey, I wanted to ask you guys, summer is, of course, almost over, which is sad enough. Yeah. Is there something about summer that is annoying to you? If you can, something that,
It's easy.
is that an easy one? I thought this was pretty easy for me too.
Sweating.
Yeah, sweating's on the list. What about you?
When I stay home sitting on the couch, there's one cat that we have that's constantly sitting on you. When it gets off, it just comes right back.
Well, that's
Kind of annoying.
That's annoying. Okay.
It's not really a summer thing. It's just a general.
Well, I'm sitting home all day.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, because he's not home all day
Yeah.
True.
when school's in, so he doesn't notice it as much.
So I would say sweating is
Yeah,
number one for me.
See, I think sweating's up there too. They
Me
were
too.
talking about things that were sweating's number 2 on this list. The most frustrating parts of summer.
Sweating. For me, I cringe every time the air conditioner's on.
Knowing
The electric
you're
bill.
going to have
The
to
electric
pay.
bill. Exactly. But then you come wintertime, then you get cringe whenever the gas is on.
True. There's
So-
always a bill to pay, regardless.
Right.
Is there anything else you can think of? Like, okay, I'll give you a hint of what number 1 is. So you're in the evening, right? You got a fire going.
Bugs.
What kind of bugs in particular?
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes. I get bit by mosquitoes bad.
It's terrible up
It-
here for me.
It's bad. Excessive heat. Matt mentioned excessive heat, and then you also mentioned higher utility bills, which is definitely up there. Sunburn
See, I don't sunburn.
That doesn't really annoy me if I get a sunburn.
doesn't bother you. Travel prices, excessive air conditioning, lack of shade outside.
That
Ticks.
bothers me the most. Probably.
Ticks is on the list. Ticks would be better for animals.
never had
Whenever
tick on
you,
my
whenever I go, like if you go down south or on a cruise or something, they regulate the air conditioning, and sometimes it's so cold, and then you go in and out of it, and out of it. It causes me some allergy problems going in and out of it.
Yeah, it's summer. I just think this year went really fast.
It does go fast. And
Yeah. It's only like 3 more days till I have to go back to school.
Yeah, you can tell he's
Yeah,
really
so mad
excited about
that.
going back to school and doing his book report that he had
Oh, boy.
all summer to do. And we're going to wait till 2 days before. So that's some of the frustrating things people said that. Then they also said, what would people rather do than be covered in bug bites, which is really weird. Stand in an outdoor ticket line for hours. I'd rather do that than be covered in bug bites, which
No, I wouldn't.
I don't want to.
I
I'm
would.
not.
I
Standing.
don't want either of them.
I would.
Spend a month without social media.
Oh, I could do that
I don't even
easy.
have social media.
Spend a month without internet access. Can you do without internet?
Oh, no, I cannot do that. I can never do that. I will never do
That'd
that.
be a tough one because you pay your bills,
Right. Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
For me,
Inter-
would be hard.
Yeah.
I do use the internet.
Hard for me
I
would
do
be
too.
my PS5 would be shut down.
Walk around sticky clothes all day for a
Yeah.
day.
No, I would rather
That's-
have bug bites.
That's
That's that gooch grease coming back
That's
to
it.
get us
Gooch,
again.
that's it.
Yeah.
exactly.
That's where the bidet comes in. We'll talk about that in a minute. Experience a sunburn and work on a weekend.
Oh,
I just don't want to. I don't want to work on a
How does
weekend.
that?
I'm getting to the point where I don't know. Yeah, I'm over the weekend stuff. I don't have to do that, so I'm pretty lucky.
I mean, let's face it. If you had to go back to work and work on the weekends, it would be pretty miserable.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with you there.
I don't.
If that was me in school every day, I would have to go to school and I would be very, very, very exhausted.
Exhausted and miserable, right?
Listen to this, because have you guys been to a wedding lately?
Nope.
No weddings?
Nope.
Well, when you go to a wedding, if you've been one in the last,
Been to one.
4 or 5 years, I'm sure.
Yep.
They have the those booths now where you get dressed up, take pictures.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, some people are actually hiring wedding tattoo artists to be at part of their wedding.
What?
Yeah, that's no thanks.
They said rather than offering permanent party favors to guests, tattoo artists are joining the ranks of popular wedding vendors right beside grazing board caterers and live portrait painters. I just thought that was kind of weird that people are actually having maybe a tattoo at someone else's wedding.
I don't even like that idea.
No.
I thought that was really
But
strange.
then I don't have
That's wrong.
tattoos. Maybe if I
But-
had tattoos,
but
I'd
let's
feel
face it,
different
I
about
mean-
that.
Nothing against tattoos. I think they're interesting.
Yeah,
They're not for me. They're
Right.
not for you.
right. I don't really have an.
But I don't have anything against anybody. But the younger people would probably be really interested in that.
Do you think, I don't know how much tattoos cost. Do you
A
guys
lot.
know?
I have
think
no
they're $200 or
idea.
$300. I'd
Well,
say.
according to MSN, they were talking about a tattoo artist was charging everyone a set price at $60, which is I think pretty.
That's a pretty
reasonable.
good,
That's
yeah.
pretty cheap. I
But
think.
And you can
but
get a
they
tattoo.
it must have to be only a certain size, I bet, for $60 because they
Yeah.
couldn't spend all night on one extravagant for one person. They only have so much time to spend on each tattoo.
Yeah.
So you could get a PS5 tattooed to your arm.
What do you think of that?
I can't play it, so what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it shows what you're into.
I don't care.
I think that's what a tattoo's all about. Like a sailor, he has an anchor on his arm
Right.
with his ship number that he served on.
Yeah.
Would you have to get a tattoo of the people that get married? Congratulations,
Tim and John.
Tim and yeah. Well, it could be that too. I
I don't know.
can't say that's not really
Walking
true.
around randomly and you see the
Yeah.
tattoo on someone's arm.
Tim and I mean, it could be that. Who knows?
Tim and,
Yeah.
I
Tim
mean,
and
unless it
Joanne.
was my kids, I really wouldn't
2023.
probably want their face tattooed on me,
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was thought I'd ask you guys what
It
you
is
thought
kind of
about
bizarre.
that. It's kind of
I think the
wild.
picture booth where you go in and make goofy pictures of yourselves is better.
Well, Nathan's picture booth, we still have his pictures of when
Yeah,
we
see,
went.
that's something.
See, and
that
I
sticks
didn't
around.
even
You know, it was something that
I
we
didn't
looked at
even
occasionally.
get a chance. Those dance people were in there all night.
Yeah, they were hogging it up pretty
There
good.
was someone's wedding that me and all your cousins and their cousins wives were all in the picture booth, and they turned out really cute. But I don't know who took the pictures.
Yeah,
I didn't end up with any of the pictures.
Yeah, I don't know.
We put hats on.
wasn't my mom involved in that too? I think.
Yeah, I think
got
she
her in
might
there.
have. Yeah, maybe it was Nathan's. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was. Oh, Mary Beth. No,
It might have been Mary Beth.
Beth. Yeah.
It could have been Mary Beth.
One more thing before we get started on the bidet, on what changed Matt and Ian's life forever. And this was something that kind of goes with something that I've been doing with my kids. They were talking about don't throw your kids in the air if you've got a ceiling fan. Apparently, over 20,000 kids went to the ER over the last 8 years with ceiling fan injuries. What way are we pointing at Ian?
I haven't done that.
No, I'm just pointing because you're playing.
Oh no, it's not. It's not him.
It's not. It's not.
I think it's the table. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that the metal table is causing us some
Interference.
interference. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, but hopefully I can get rid of it. But yeah, they were talking about 20,000 kids went to the ER between 2013 and 2021. emergency room saw 20,000 ceiling fan related injuries. And there's probably more. Some people probably
Didn't get hurt enough to go to the emergency room.
Yeah, maybe. Or just didn't go.
Yeah, how would you explain that?
Right.
I was throwing my baby in here. Next thing you know, his arm got caught in the blade, which
God.
ripped it out of socket.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you'd probably get in some serious poop for that.
Oh, yeah.
CYS.
CYS would be
Be
involved
at your
for
house,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
So that's probably not a good thing to even take a kid there, or you'd have to lie about it.
Right. Right.
He was jumping on the bed.
He was
Yeah.
jumping on the bed, and his arm clipped his the fan.
Did you
That's
get?
funny because he's only 6 months old.
Yeah.
Did that happen to you? Something with a ceiling fan?
No.
Done it to my stuffed animal.
You don't throw food up in it while it's going
No.
round.
No.
I throw balloons at mine though.
Oh, oh, really?
Does it pop him?
No. Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes.
All right. So let's go ahead and I'm sounding like maybe I'll go down here. This has been a real. I don't know why we can't get through this without hiccups. I don't know what. I think it has something to do with the mic that I'm using. I'm not used to it, I guess. But anyway, so Matt and Ian were here, and last Christmas, Matt's life was changed forever. I don't know about Ian. Would you say your life was changed forever?
About, I guess, yeah.
Because Stephanie bought what I guess was going to be like kind of a gag gift, sort of, and ended up being something that really changed their life. So I did some we're just gonna, I don't have all the papers that I need, but we did some research. We talked about back in 1310 they only washed once a week, and then in 1710 they used a stick with a sponge on the end of it, and everybody used it.
That's so
It
good.
wasn't
Forget
just
about the clay rock.
Yep, some people used rocks to clean themselves. Very good, thank you. He was paying attention. The clay rock, they used that. Oh God, that had to be rough. Like using
No
sandpaper.
offense, but I wouldn't want to use your sponge after you're
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
I
but
don't think I want to use
I
anyone.
would never use
And just
anyone.
think if you're the 10th person in there.
Not even my
Yeah.
family.
I
might
have
a
to
little
admit that
kernel
I
of corn in there that you might be rubbing
Are
against
you
your
sure?
butthole.
That's
That
so
came from me.
gross.
yeah. What did you eat? Yes, corn. Look at all this corn on here. So
You'd be like, how
looks
did
like-
I eat? I didn't eat any corn, but it's coming out.
it looks like a corn cob on the end of this thing, trying to clean myself up.
Would they at least wash the sponge?
Well, I don't.
I
mean,
don't
it
know. They
doesn't-
didn't have running water, so how they might have had a bucket you could rinse it in, but then it
Back
would
then,
be
they didn't have Clorox.
you would be rucking it. You would be rinsing it in dirty water, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a schmeg pond that you're just dipping it in.
Yeah.
At 1730 or 1391, a Chinese emperor had sheets of large paper ordered and installed in his bathroom, and that was one of the paper products that they found to clean themselves. And then in 1710, the bidet originated and was invented to clean private areas of the body. And then in 1750, that's when they came up. That's when in 1750, that's when they had the hand pump to let the water squirt out onto us. So that was when it
Manual
kind of
action.
a little manual action.
Oh, foot pump.
So if you can't afford a real bidet, I guess you could
Get a
rig something up with a
foot pump.
with
You
a
got
foot pump.
beside your can.
Yeah.
You sit there and you pump it while you're going.
And
They would
let it
squirt
clean you off.
It would draw it out of the bowl and squirt your bunghole out.
So anyway, that's some of the things, and there's actually benefits to the bidet. We'll talk about that coming up in a bit. But so Stephanie, Matt's wife, and she's not here to defend herself. She's working actually, but she kind of bought this online, right?
Yeah.
I
And
bet she'll be watching this soon.
you think she'll be
Yeah.
listening?
She listens to the other ones.
So well, you had found it, I guess.
It came in the mail or something like that, and I got it off the front porch, and I was like, "Wow, what's this?" And I opened it up, and then I seen it, and I kind of just shut it back up.
Right.
And whenever she went to go wrap it, she was like, "Did you open this?" And I said, "Yes." She's like, "Well, guess it's not a surprise. And I said, I guess it's not. So my first initial thought was, what is she thinking?
Yeah.
And it sat downstairs for 2 weeks.
About.
Christmas came. It sat for another week after Christmas because I was just kind of like thrown back because of it, thinking this is about the silliest thing I've ever seen. And then I decided to hook it up. And the funny story, I was up there hooking it up. Simple, easy, 10 minutes, if that. And like a dummy, I turned the water on. Well, the thing comes squirting out at me, squirted all over the vanity. Almost squirted me in the face. And I was like, okay, I guess it's working. So then I called these two upstairs, and I said, all right, it's time to try this thing. So everybody, what I did first, I showed them how it worked by putting my hand in the bowl.
Right.
And I turned the jet on, and it squirted water on my hand.
Right.
Ian seen it, was like, no. Because it was spraying. I mean, it was hitting my hand pretty hard.
So it was a steady stream coming
It's
out
definitely
there.
a steady stream.
Yeah.
So then I said, all right, everybody out. And I sat on the toilet, and I just
Yeah.
hit full power, and it about made me jump off the chair.
I heard you screaming there.
Yeah, I was
You
like,
heard him screaming.
first of all, it's cold water.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Very cold.
Second of all, you get a blast in the rear end, and it definitely wakes you up for one. Plus, it's a unexpected feeling, we'll say.
Yeah.
So then Stephanie tried it and was like, "Ooh, it's a little bit too hard." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, it's just a little bit too
Right.
hard."
Like having an enema.
It is like having
You're
it.
gonna need iron cheeks to be able to do that.
You're gonna need iron cheeks.
I think
There
she
you
did
go.
say that or something.
Iron cheeks.
So then I started to use it because I figured out how to feather the water in to where it's not as powerful. And then it was more enjoyable. And then I taught her how to do it, and she figured it out. He still won't use it.
I
because-
used it once when you were looking.
Yeah, but it's not your everyday
I screamed.
go-to.
I
I
screamed.
screamed.
Jumped
but
you
I-
right off the toilet.
So the little one that hooks up is too strong for you.
A lot.
It's
Oh,
a lot.
yeah,
too strong.
it'll.
Blast right off the toilet.
It'll blast you right off the toilet.
It's like I said before. It's like riding a bicycle for the first time. How you have to build up your chafing between the cheeks. This is kind of the same way.
Right.
You're not building anything up. You're just now you're used to the cold water effect hitting you right in the bullseye.
Right. So this is the $15, $20.
Yeah, it is.
Apparatus.
This thing was cheap as could be.
So your thought process was, hey, for 13 bucks, maybe if we had a little bit better,
Yeah,
a step up a little bit, it might be even
it would be
better.
more because I started reading about it. So I went on the Amazon and I just typed in bidet, and sure enough, I seen the whole entire units, and I was like, wow.
Dang.
And I was like, boy, these some of these sticker prices are really expensive. But then you read the reviews from Amazon, and it's people's like, this has changed my life, and I would never go back to a regular toilet. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I'm convinced upon that. Then I went to Home Depot's website, started reading them on there, and I was like, so we was outside sitting by a fire or something, and me and Steph were like, well, why don't we just get a good one and put it downstairs?
Right.
So the first step was to get electric into the room.
Right. That's something that if you're not familiar with
Right.
bidets, if you go step higher, with the cheaper ones, you don't have to have
Right. So I had to
electric.
run electric, which was easy because my basement's open. It was
Right.
an easy fix. Once I got the outlet in, I ordered my new toilet. And it took about a week to get in because they don't obviously carry them.
Right.
Lowe's didn't have them. Home Depot didn't have them. I checked both. And it was funny because it was back in receiving. And I went up front to the customer service and I said to the lady, I said, well, I'm here to pick up my purchase. I showed her my phone, my order number, and she just kind of looked at me with a goofy look. And then they wheeled this thing out that was in a box, and I think it had a picture on it.
Okay.
And then she really gave me this really odd, goofy look like,
What are you ordering? What did
what
you?
the hell are you buying?
Yeah, because it's not your normal
Most
toilet. I mean,
people don't know about it.
no.
It's not like an American Standard where you just sit on it and you push a
Didn't
button.
it come
Right.
from French or something?
Yeah.
It is from
It's France. Yep. And actually, we make them over here and ship them out.
Right.
A lot of people don't even have them
Right.
in their bathrooms around here. And if they do, they don't know what they're for.
So it took some effort to get it in because the drain has to be, I think it's 18 inches from the wall. And mine was like 17 3/4, and I just took it for granted. It'll fit.
Right.
Well, it did. I had to do some constructive ways of getting it in, we'll say.
Yeah.
Once I got it in, plug the water in, plug the unit in, and it started working. And then I sat down on it, and the seat was warm, and I was like, nice, because I already knew it had a heated seat.
Right.
But it was really, that's like a luxury feature.
Yeah.
The
The,
heated
the heated seat.
I mean, in wintertime, you sit on that heated seat, and it's like, you could sit in there all day playing Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Because it's comfortable.
Right.
But so the first day that I had to actually use it,
Yeah.
I did my duty. The bowl, as soon as you sit on it, it flushes.
Yeah,
There's
you
a science down to that because a pre-wetting bowl keeps your
Stuff from sticking.
your turds from sticking.
Yeah. You don't want your
Ceramic bowl.
turds to stick. Yeah,
So it
definitely.
pre-flushes for you,
Right.
and then you do your duty, and then you hit a button on the wall because it's got a remote control.
Okay.
And there's several buttons on this thing. It's kind of confusing in ways. You hit the button, and if you hit it twice, it oscillates. So the jet comes out and it pulsates back and forth.
Here going.
Yeah, you can hear it. It sounds like you can hear the motor. Zzz, zzz, zzz. And then it adds air into the water,
Okay.
which they say makes it better, which I don't know if it does or not.
Okay. But you feel hiney clean?
Oh,
Is it hiney clean?
Sometimes.
It's definitely.
Sometimes.
It's, one of the reviews that I read, it was the jacuzzi for, what was it called? The
The
jacuzzi?
jacuzzi for your booty.
The jacuzzi for your booty. And I was like, you know what? I'm convinced. It's made a huge improvement in my life to where I dislike
So-
using public facilities.
Right. Because you don't have the,
You don't have the bidet.
The bidet
Even
feature.
at work, I thought about buying one of them cheap ones, but I know I'd be. Them guys would just look at me and be like, "Really?"
Yeah. You're not.
they don't have to use it. I mean, they don't have
No,
to
but
use
I
it.
would.
Yeah, you would. It's like a car wash for your
It is.
private parts.
It is.
You
And it's like we talked before. Without getting too detailed, if you're not too firm in that department, and if it's a little soft from eating a bean burrito from Taco Bell,
Yes. Yeah,
whenever you wipe, you're
Mhm.
just going to start smearing
that's right.
and smear.
Enjoy your dinner,
Yes.
ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
So if you look at it that way, instead of smearing, you're actually spraying your bottom off
Right.
with clean water.
Yes.
So not only is it more sanitary, you use less paper,
Right.
but you just have a cleaner feel.
Yep.
It's
It's like it feels like you've used wipes or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, because I used to use baby wipes,
Mhm.
and now because after he was done with baby wipes, we were like continue to buy them
Oh, just because you like using
because
them.
it's the way we did it.
Yeah.
Right.
It
Well,
was
you
like,
feel cleaner.
you
Yeah.
feel cleaner using a baby wipe. 'Cause
Right.
You're wetting a piece of tissue and you're just wiping your butt with it.
Yeah. I mean, it would be
so it's a-
cleaner. It would be fresher.
Yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
cleaner. I mean, with the
Before we had the bidet, it took forever with the random toilet paper. But then we got the baby wipes that made it faster. And we got the bidet that takes like a couple minutes to be done.
And you're done.
And it has an air dry too.
It does. It has an air dryer.
And
so
then that could also violate going back and forth.
That's
It
the
does.
air dry.
Yes, and it's basically, the water is adjustable whenever it comes out. It's not cold, the good one. So you can set the temperature. You can set the temperature of the seat. You can set the temperature of the air dryer. And what happens is it has a timeout feature. It'll clean your rear end for 2 minutes, I think,
Man,
or something like it. Maybe
Yeah.
it's a minute.
that's a clean.
And after that, the jet goes back in. And then if you push the air dry button, the air dryer comes out and it blows either hot, warm, or cold air on you. So, but the thing that I've learned with the air dryer is it doesn't do a very good job.
Okay.
You still feel wet.
I very rarely use the air dryer.
Me too.
So
Just
you,
because let's face it, if you was to go in there and do your duty and use all the functionalities of it, you may be in there for 20 minutes. Say if it took you 10 minutes to do your duty,
oh, I see. And then,
it took you a minute to do the scrubbing,
right.
and if you still didn't feel right, then you'd scrub again,
Yeah.
and then you run the air dryer. Well, it's going to take some time to get all that liquid off your back
Mon-
end.
Mongolia.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
Well-
it's kind of like when you go to a public restroom and they only have air dryers and your hands still kind of
Right.
feel
Oh, it's like that.
wet in between
So
there.
imagine having that between your
So,
cheeks.
yeah,
Right.
so you would, yeah.
And
That's
that's
why I
what it
like
feels
the
like.
paper towels better because you can take the paper towel in
Right.
between each finger and you,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So this is huge. This is something you really,
Oh, I love it.
yeah.
If mine would break, I would replace it in a second.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
But I would probably go with a different brand.
Yeah. We were talking about brands, but
And pricing.
and
yeah.
pricing can be
Pricing, I
anywhere
mean-
from, well, we know that there's a cheaper brand that's 15.
But like the all-in-one unit, you could spend $400 clear up to thousands.
Wow.
And by all means, I didn't spend thousands.
No, right.
I
Right.
was between 5 and 1,000.
Right.
But some of them, they're so extravagant. Whenever you walk into the room, the toilet seat lifts.
Yeah.
And whenever you leave, the toilet seat closes.
It automatically flushes too.
And
Right.
it automatically flushes. They're tankless, so there's no water ever sitting in a bowl.
So you never have to change the actual, if anything goes wrong, it's all on the top.
It's in the top.
It's on the top. So once it's set,
It's set.
does it have an actual ring too for it? Just like a regular, has the toilet
Like a
ring?
wax ring?
Yeah, the wax
Oh,
ring.
yeah.
So it has all that same
Yeah,
same
it's
deal.
got the same deal, but it's
It just doesn't have a tank for
no,
to leak.
it's real low behind the back. I would say it's probably half the size of a regular toilet
Okay.
in the back, and it's not as long as a regular toilet because you don't have the tank.
Right.
So you gain a little bit of room by doing this, and our bathroom's kind of tight anyways. So we've gained 2 inches, I believe,
Just by
by putting this
putting
in.
it in. Well, we were talking about too, this would be perfect if you have to have a colonoscopy done.
Exactly.
This is because those of you that have had colonoscopy, you know, oh God, which I have one coming up, and I know what it's like because
Yeah.
after 10
You're
minutes,
sore
you're
before-
sore,
yeah.
and so if you didn't have to, we don't buy the cheapest toilet paper, but we don't buy the 14 ply either, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because as soon as you wipe 20 times,
Yeah,
you're raw. as
your
can be.
chapped is, you need the chapstick, and you got to make sure if you use chapstick, make sure you throw it away. You don't want to be wiping that on your lips.
But this is the easy
like-
solution.
Well, this is a different flavor, and it's not chocolate.
That's gross.
Because if you are doing the colonoscopy, most of the time it's liquid coming out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
By the second or third trip in there,
would
it's
just blast
completely.
that off.
you got me thinking about it too, because even the cheaper version, I don't have a down. Well, I could do the one bathroom. I can get to if I wanted to upgrade. The other one I couldn't, our backyard bedroom, but because you have to have electric.
Well,
And there'd
could you
be
go
no
through
way.
the wall and up?
Uh,
Because the laundry room is next to it, so you might be able to.
I don't
just
know.
don't know how you get it because there's a doorway there and all.
The bathroom in the hallway would be easier because it's all right here in the laundry room. But I just wonder how many people would actually use a bidet if they had one. And do they, do you do the squatting? Is
It
that
would
what
be
it is?
nice if people would, chat on your
Yeah, like
post.
have you used one?
On your,
Have you ever had one and used one?
What's your experience?
and
Yeah,
what
what's the
your
experience
for it?
Did
Yeah.
it change you? Like, wow, we built a house.
See if we get any interaction from
I wouldn't
people.
want two different things though. I'd want it all built because sometimes they have. Because in Europe, that's all they have bidets. I don't know if they have two different units.
Well, they have a hand sprayer.
Oh, a hand sprayer. Okay.
Yeah, like a little looking power washer thing.
Right.
Kind of like a spigot.
Like they put like a clip on the wall.
Oh, like
Yeah,
you
you
would,
could do it
like a
and
shower
spray your
almost when
bottom.
you take it
Yeah,
off
so you'd almost have to, reach over and lean over the toilet a little bit
and spray.
and
then
spray.
spray yourself.
But it wouldn't really be exact.
But haven't
either.
you gone into a public restroom around here and you needed that just to clean it off before you ever stepped in
Well,
there?
that's
Because
one thing
people
that they
leave
say, too.
messes. Oh, they leave horrible messes. That way you could at least clean it off before you clean.
And I remember reading about that version because people like that version because you can put your toilet bowl cleaner in and then you can get the handheld wand and it makes cleaning so much easier.
Oh, okay.
But with ours, it's
self-cleaning.
pre-flushes, so it's self-cleaning,
I like the self-cleaning idea.
and it's honestly you don't even have to clean it.
If you had to go, if you were out and about, we talked about this too. If you had to be out and about, what's the best bathroom to be in? What's the best place to be? If you had to go, you couldn't. You were prairie dogging it. You had no chance of making it to the car, making it home. Where would you want to be?
Mine is Target.
Yours is Target.
Target is nice. Sam's Club's clean.
Yeah, you said Sam's Club's right up there too.
The back restroom in Walmart is cleaner than the front a lot. But sometimes you go in and they just came out of the cleaning. Like if you're in the morning, like when we go in the morning, someone just cleaned in there. So then it's okay in Walmart. But that's cleanliness, not comfortability,
You ever had to,
I try not to get comfortable in a public restroom anyhow.
did you ever get into a situation where you had to go?
He has.
The only one I've used is Gabe's and Aldi's.
But Gabe's
has one?
did redo
Oh, I didn't
theirs
know. I didn't know
now.
Aldi's had a.
Wasn't it right around COVID? Gabe's redid theirs with all gray tile, and it is a little bit better than it used to be because it used to be nasty in there.
And I'll say this, even with the cats, we kind of bought them kind of the same deal.
Oh! Did you have one of those automatic?
We bought them a self-cleaning.
Is that right?
Litter thing.
So it like cleans the top and puts it in like a bag. Is that no? No.
It looks like a washing machine.
Okay.
As soon as they go in it, it detects them and it weighs them, so it knows who's in there. It sends me an alert that somebody's
Using the
doing
litter.
their duty, and then as soon as they come out, it's a drum that spins, and all the fine litter goes into a separate area, and then all the solid stuff falls into a hole that drops into a bin.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's probably so much easier to keep clean.
It is, but our problem is they don't like it. Well, they've
they
been
don't?
using it a lot more
Okay.
lately, but
They have?
So they were brought up with the
But
actual,
that-
the pan sort of. So
that would
this
be so
different.
much easier to
oh,
clean.
It is.
I don't know if they know it's a litter box or not.
Well, of course they do because they're using it. But our older cat, she can't get up in it. So,
Oh,
and our other cat, he's scared to death of it because he's looked at it and like, I ain't getting in that
He's a
thing.
scaredy one.
But our other two,
it's going to
they
think he's
just
getting
jump
So
taken
you
off.
have two that'll use it.
That other one's scared if you just go like that randomly.
Oh, the new one, the new cat.
No.
Oh,
He's the youngest.
So really, we kind of have a bidet for the
yeah,
cats.
you do. You got one for the cats too.
Yeah,
Which
because
is-
I know that I've noticed that they make different kitty litter now too. It's
Yeah.
like clumps when they
Yeah, that's what we use is clumping.
do a number one.
Oh, okay.
So it clumps.
Yeah.
If you would dump a cup of water into the litter pan, it would all clump up. So then what happens is it spins and
Right.
the clumps fall into a waste pan. And then the fines that's not clumping falls into another pan. So that whenever it starts cycling back, it just dumps the stuff back in
The only,
and it's ready to use.
the only complaint that we kind of have about it, if another cat comes in front of it, it automatically stops.
It's got a sensor.
Wow, cat's in it, and when it's spinning again.
So just one place for them to go in.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's got all these sensors that if somebody's in there, if somebody leaves it after they've done their duty, and if it's starting to clean itself, and if somebody comes up to say, hey, I need to go, it stops. Because obviously it doesn't want an animal in there with it spinning.
Right.
And it's not spinning fast, but
Spinning enough where it'd be like a dryer.
yeah.
Well,
no,
not that
it's
fast,
not.
but you know what I mean. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's like a spin, but it's
So
not,
what it does, it stops until they walk away.
and then it starts
and
up
then
again.
It cleans itself.
It's got to be easy to clean.
It is. It's because there's just a drawer that you pull out and you bag it. It's in a bag and you throw the bag.
Oh, that's
And you've always had like 3 cats, so I
Yeah.
can't imagine. You
4
probably
now.
had to clean the litter every day.
Oh, every day you have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
there are people that don't.
No,
Oh.
you have to.
Well, I'm telling you, there are people
I
that
know
don't
there is.
because I've been in their houses.
And they smell, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
I can't say. I gotta. Yeah,
but
trying
the
to be.
bidet,
Yeah, I just recently I was like, oh, I don't know how they can. And it's in their bedroom.
yeah, that's
The cats are in the
nasty.
bedroom. I mean, that's just nasty.
The litter's in their bedroom too.
Yeah.
I've
Now,
seen
it-
a lot of people
it-
put the litter in their laundry
it's-
room or in
It's
their
the
basement.
That's for
I
ours.
put it in the basement.
It's possible that maybe they did that because
They were doing
we were
things
doing
in the
other
house,
things. I don't know, but man, it was just.
Yeah, it'd be kind of like putting a litter pan in your kitchen while you're cooking.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Oh
Mm,
man.
Not the best scenario. Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, you got a bidet for your cats. If you're looking for an easier way to clean, that's the way to go. Not to mention, the bidet itself is nice. Just in that you don't probably it's cleaner. It has that jet that doesn't matter
It's a
what size
life
turd you got
changer.
going on there. Boom, that baby's gone.
And let me put it to you this way. Every morning I get up at 6:30 before I go to work. The first thing I do, I come downstairs, I let the dog out. And while he's out, I'm on the toilet. And I don't even have to go. I don't have to do anything. I just clean my
Clean it.
rear end. And you just feel better.
Yeah.
You the self-confidence of like,
You know you're going to work clean.
it's kind of like we said before. Did I fart in the middle of the night and did something come out? So
Yeah.
whenever you start sweating a little bit, then you start smelling it.
Uh-huh.
Now, you just sit on that thing
Right.
and you don't have any stench
Ex-
because you know you sanitize.
Exactly. We got company?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just going to the mailbox.
Oh, okay.
So,
But yeah, the bidet is the way to go. Huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like it. I enjoy it. I think I would highly recommend one. I would say that they're not for everybody,
You just
but
a lot of people in the United States don't really know what it is.
They don't.
they
No,
don't.
they
They
don't.
No.
think that you're silly when you use it.
Oh,
Whenever
I've-
you try it, it'll change your life.
Look at that. This is from a 11, he's 11?
Yes.
11-year-old.
I'm 11-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm
11 years old. And he's telling you that the
It's the
bidet.
truth.
Now, it did blow him off the toilet, but he got used to that.
Well, the first one, that was junk.
The second one.
So in other words,
Yeah,
you
more
would say
general.
invest in a
I-
nicer one, right?
Yeah, I only use the better one now.
The warmer water.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want that?
Well, it's
But it
actually more
is-
softer.
It's the truth, though. People, I've told people that I got this, and they just look at me like, really? It's like, man, you don't realize until you physically use it
Right.
and how much easier and better you feel. It's kind of like a self-confidence booster in a weird way, you know, because you know that you're clean.
Well, we talked about too before is paper wise, you're not buying as much toilet
You're not
paper.
buying as much toilet paper.
You're not used because even if you pat yourself dry, if you don't feel
Yeah,
like
it's
it
the
dried you enough,
The only thing I
Yeah.
use paper for is to dry
just
myself.
a pat, yeah.
That's
I
all
don't
I
even
use.
use paper. The
You don't
underwear
even-
soaks it up more than time.
That's
He
right.
probably said something like that. the
Yeah,
first time.
use that underwear to dry it off.
Yeah, so then you
Yeah,
sit
because
on
it's
the
clean.
chair.
You know, at least
Actually,
it's
it's
clean by
never
then.
like that.
No.
what happens? The underwear soaks it, and then your pants soak it, and then the chair soaks it.
You got a wet spot in your
Then the
pants.
chair soaks the ground.
No,
No.
it's not that much.
It's not that
yeah,
wet.
it's not like-
It's
yeah, it's
probably
not
not that
that
wet.
You're
so.
not coming out, dripping.
I've never
You
got
can.
a wet
Well,
bottom.
I guess you could, huh?
Yeah,
If you oscillate it for 2 whole minutes, yeah,
Yeah.
You can. I mean,
you
it's-
could get that wet.
And the ice cold one in the wintertime would be really rough.
It's refreshing.
It's in the winter, in the summertime. In the wintertime, it'd be a little rough, wouldn't
It's a little rough.
it? Build up a little icicles around there.
You have to. Got some stuff.
Your ball sack would have icicles hanging off of it.
Well, if in that case, it'd be sucked up in.
If it's, like turtle gone. It'd be that cold, like jumping in a cold pool. But if you expect it, I guess it wouldn't be quite as
No.
bad.
No.
All right.
When I first got on it, it was pretty bad because I wasn't expecting.
The actual force, too. Huh? I can just picture you. I don't know why I can picture that.
Jumping up.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry, don't like that.
Goosey goose.
Forgot to turn it off.
If you did
Yeah.
that, it'd would make a real
My
mess.
back would be all soaked.
It would.
It's that strong of a force.
But the
too.
new one,
Yeah.
the better one, as soon as you sit up off of it,
Oh.
it sucks in. It
Oh,
won't even
okay.
It
spray.
doesn't. Okay,
Okay.
so it's
It
auto.
says
Everything's
some kind of skin
automatic.
It has
Sensor.
cheek sensors.
It's got cheek sensor.
Cheek sensors.
It's a good one. It's got a cheek sensor.
We come back, we'll talk about the benefits of using the bidet. We'll be right back. So you want to start a podcast, maybe you're listening to the show today and you're thinking to yourself, boy, that would be fun and I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe today is the day. Maybe you're looking for a new marketing channel or you have a message that you'd like to share with the world. Or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show. And it is a lot of fun. Just talking to your friends, maybe you have ideas about sports, life, or whatever your passion is. Today's the day. Podcasting is easy, it's inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And where should you go? Buzzsprout. It's hands down the easiest, and it's the best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And your show, believe it or not, can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories in minutes, like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, and you wouldn't believe how many more there are. And they make it simple to join all of them. Podcasting is not hard when you have the right partners, and Buzzsprout is the team to join. They are passionate about your success. You can join over 1,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout. We're one of them. We've been on Buzzsprout from the beginning, and I'm so glad I joined up. I had a little bit of an issue, emailed a customer service rep, and they got back to me within 5 minutes, and they had me calm down. It wasn't that hard, and what I was doing was my fault. So here's all you got to do. Click on the link in the show notes. It tells Buzzsprout we sent you. You can support our show, and if you get a paid plan, you get a $20 gift certificate from Amazon. Now, here's some other things that Buzzsprout provides. Like, you get a great looking podcast website. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I got to get a website, got to pay for that. No, you don't. They provide it for you. Also, they have audio players. Maybe you have a website. All you want to do is promote your show on your own website. You can do that with their audio players. And you can also drop it into other websites and on Facebook or Twitter, and they help you do it all. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. They've helped me immensely, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So maybe today is a day for you to start your podcast. And if you do, check out the link below in the show notes and get a $20 Amazon gift card. So we're back with Matt and Ian. We're talking about the bidet and how it's changed their lives. And I don't know, Terry, maybe
Maybe we should
Buy
try
the-
one.
buy the cheap, especially with colonoscopy coming. It wouldn't,
Telling you, it would be a game changer.
I know
for
it
me.
would be.
Especially if you can feather it, like he said, so that
Yeah, you
it
can
won't
get
be
it to
so
where it's-
strong.
You could feather it.
And there's lots of benefits to the bidet. It banishes bacteria. It actually cleans. It says if you have bacteria, it can cause itching and discomfort, where this actually erases that because it gets rid of it, cleans you.
Well, and that's where that Gucci
The gooch grease. You don't want that gooch grease.
It would wash the goose
It
grease.
would wash it
away.
right off. Exactly. Helps prevent UTIs. If you're a woman who's curious about the history of the current place for bidets, 90% E. coli has caused the bacteria. Well, actually, the E. coli is what causes some of the UTIs. But when you have a bidet, it actually cleans that all up for you.
Yeah, because there's a frontal feature too.
Right. So it cleans you up 100%. And if you've had childbirth and you've had, tough time,
Then you
It helps
really
with
have
that,
to worry about how strong it is if you had a tough childbirth.
right,
Yeah, but you
right.
could, even the better one has a kid's wash.
Yeah.
The word's really gentle.
Yeah, it's like very gentle.
Very gentle.
It's very gentle. It's
But
too
if you
gentle.
put on the regular rear wash, it's
Rear wash.
Yeah, it's called rear.
Rear
I don't know how to say
wash.
that.
You got it. Butt wash.
Yeah, but
Just push the
The
old butt
Bungholio
wash.
butt
The
wash.
Bungholio butt wash.
it has strong lady clean front wash.
Yeah.
And
Now you guys are going on a trip here pretty soon. We can't wait to
Yeah.
talk about that. I think that's going to be a fun trip because you guys are taking a train. You're doing car, train, boat.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
car, train,
Boat.
boat, island.
Yeah. And you're going to
Bermuda.
and you're doing this in October, right?
Mhm.
And I think that's going to be fun. We can't wait to have you guys back
I
on.
hope you guys have a good trip.
Because I really want to talk about the train. That's the train itself.
Yeah,
has
we
got
want to
me
know if that is a good way to.
interested in that.
Yeah.
According to my
fun.
brother's girlfriend, she goes to Lancaster via Amtrak. And she said it's fine.
Okay, so she's done it
But the food is
before.
trash.
But she said the food is terrible.
Oh,
It's kind of like microwave hot dogs, microwave chicken sandwiches.
See, we thought about mom and dad when they were traveling from Florida up here, putting
that's a
their
little-
car on and coming up because then you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about them getting in an accident or anything. They
Right.
would only have like a half an hour to an hour to the station. And then I think it's about a half an hour to an hour to the nearest one
Right.
here. So that's all the driving they would have to do. And at the very most, it'd be 2 hours.
are you
which would be
allowed
nice.
to? Are you allowed to take food onto the
Yeah.
train? Oh, so you could actually make sandwiches or something
We're
if you
gonna
wanted to.
pack lunches.
Okay.
Well, we're going to pack everything and
Okay.
Then on the
do
way.
that.
On the way home, maybe you could find a deli or something before
Well,
you
on the
get
way
back
home, I
on.
think it's going to be a little bit more time restricted because
Oh, you have
as
to
soon as we get
go.
off the boat, we got to get on that train.
Oh, okay. So you don't have like
Oh.
2 to
But the
4
good thing
hours to get
is
there.
in Manhattan, from my research, there's restaurants all around this train station,
Okay.
Okay.
so we can eat prior to boarding the train.
Okay.
And if
So
he
you
gets
can-
hungry, he can go get a bag of chips or whatever.
Like
Right.
when we watched a little video on it, and they have a cafe. They have all.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have
There's
like
Wi-Fi, so you can
it's
watch.
free
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Now, how long from the train to the boat?
9 hours, I think.
No, wait. You're going
We're
coming
going to
from Greensburg to Manhattan. Okay.
New York,
Okay.
and I think that's
I think it's 9.
is it 9 hours?
I think.
Because there's probably stops.
Oh,
along
there's
the way.
stops probably.
Oh,
9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It's 8 hours.
8 hours. Okay.
So it's an 8-hour train ride. But in my opinion,
You
it's an
don't have to
8-hour
fight New York traffic.
stress-free.
Yeah, you won't have to worry
I don't
about
have to
being
worry
in the
about
wrong
driving.
place on a bridge in New York and having to pay a $50 ticket because you
Right.
were in the wrong lane and you didn't have an easy pass or you didn't. Yeah.
And by the time you work out the numbers, it is cheaper to drive your own vehicle, but I think
Parking.
the stress level of it.
Right. That's what I would think.
And if
too.
you have a nice
overcomes.
vehicle, you got to park it and trust that it's being taken care of.
Yeah.
In New York, I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to park my Honda in New York and come back and all my tires be gone and my airbags and
I agree.
my cat gone.
Anything copper gone.
Gone.
if there's
I'd be
any
like,
copper
yeah,
in
what
it.
do I do now?
Yeah.
I'm driving.
Catalytic
I'm on
converter.
rotors.
I heard that's a
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, that's a
biggie.
big thing. They were stealing them. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I think I think driving was $100 savings with parking, fares, and everything. But to me, that $100 is worth because it's stress free.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know, you let them do the driving. We're leaving in October, at the end of October. What's to say if I get up into DuBois and I hit a snowstorm?
Yeah, that's true.
On the train, it just goes.
Yep. So we want to talk to you when you come back about your trip. That's going to be interesting, I think, to see how the train went, the boat, how you like the boat. I know I just talked to Diane. She said the food is amazing. She went to Cozumel, and she's having a blast. So
there's the guy, what the heck is he? He used to do the diner show.
Oh, the blonde hair, like crazy guy Ferrari.
He actually has a
Fieri
hamburger joint on that boat.
Oh, he's on the boat. Okay,
that's neat.
Okay,
so what
that'll
they
be
do,
good.
You can go, and that's included.
Okay,
So you can go get your burger, and then they have a separate station beside it that has all of your cheese, all of your pickles, all of your stuff. So you basically get a plain burger, then you build it the way you want to build it.
oh, nice.
That'd be nice.
But we read too that you have to get there early.
It's a long line.
It's a very popular thing.
That's what. That's what I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Some of the most popular stuff on a boat.
Maybe
takes
in
a
the
while.
middle of the cruise, it won't be as busy.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know either. Are you guys on the
You get
inside,
to try
outside?
it once, it would be
Like
worth
a
it.
room? Where's your room on the
We're
boat?
on the outside. We got
Okay.
a balcony.
Okay.
I think it's in the middle of the ship. I don't know if it's on the right or left hand side.
Yeah, I just wonder if it's in the middle or in the out. You have a balcony, so it's the
middle,
outside.
yeah. It's in the middle of the ship.
Oh, okay. So the
Not in the
balcony
front.
looks inside.
No, it's in the middle of the part of the ship.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Okay.
in the front of the ship or in the back.
It's right in the
of ship.
middle.
It's in
Yeah.
the middle.
Okay.
And they say that's best for rough seas.
What is this? Carnival?
Carn.
Carnival. Okay. I think that's what Diane's on too. She said she
I
really
just
likes
know
it.
even the one we took, it wasn't like a Carnival cruise line. It was a smaller boat that we took,
Right.
and the food was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Even on
Bermuda
the
should be
It
interesting.
was really nice. People were nice.
the people were nice.
So we'll
met
have
a
you
lot of
back.
nice
We'll have you back on, and you tell us about your trip. Whoop.
The bee.
Was that a
is
bee?
The bee. It was over here by me. He was over by
Using your
me.
eye.
Well, I got a bunch of bees up by the porch again, so I gotta,
Really?
yeah,
So we're gonna have to redo
gotta do that
that.
again. Yeah. Don't forget that. I really appreciate you guys coming on. Don't forget to subscribe every Monday. We have a brand new episode coming out, and we're excited about season 3. And maybe we'll have you guys on for taste testing.
Yeah, we wanted to do more taste testing.
I know you'd
The
like
taste
that?
testing
Okay.
went real good, but no one really offered new like Krispy Kreme donuts or new desserts. And I mean, the different times Taco Bell's had different desserts for the summer
seen
and things like that. We would like if
We
they
did the
would
potato
bring them.
chips.
Yes, we did the potato chips.
There's more
chips on.
potato chips out there.
I know there.
Yeah,
are
they're
tons.
coming out with more and more all the
I
time.
just seen something where it was like they were from Asia, and they had wasabi. They
Okay.
had, don't quote me on this, but I wanted to say it was what is the seafood wraps?
Oh, okay.
Sushi wraps,
Oh,
flavored chips.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know about.
I don't
that,
know.
we'd have to have Lauren and RJ because they
Yeah.
actually
Well,
like
we'd have
that
to
kind of
put
stuff.
them in a bowl and just have you see, like we did the other one. We just put them in different bowls, and I
Okay,
knew
we-
which one was which, and then we
and then we tried.
kind of
them.
guessed that those were the bacon or the BLT and the
Yeah.
one. So we'll do that with you guys. You want to do that? You come back from your vacation, huh?
I have an idea. Oh, I have an idea.
Okay.
So, when I was at my uncle's house, we got this in my Easter basket. We got this game.
Ugh.
Oh, is that? I know what it is. Yeah, you told me this before.
Yeah, it's a game called Bean Boozled.
Bean
And we
boozled.
spin a wheel, and then it tells you which bean that you're gonna have to eat from, like Jelly Belly, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
And there's some nasty flavors in there. Like there is rotten egg.
I
What?
had the
You had the
bandage,
bandage,
and it tasted
Nasty.
like-
but there was this
nasty.
But there's a thing. There's a thing. Sometimes you get good flavored ones,
Uh-huh.
and sometimes you get bad flavored
Flavored
ones.
ones.
So say like rotten egg. The
It'll
other
tell
one
you
will
that.
be birthday cake, and then the other one would be rotten egg. There's a change that you could get birthday cake.
Or you could get
Because
the
what
rotten
they do,
one.
they intermix
Okay.
all the beans. Like if it tells you to pick a blue one, you're picking a blue one.
The only one that I think that didn't taste that toasted kind of good was the toothpaste one. It just tasted like blueberry toothpaste.
Okay.
I ate all of them.
Wait, we'll try it. What's it called?
Bean Boozled.
Let
Bean
me tell you.
Boozled.
You might find the beans at a store. It should be like
My
from Jelly
experience-
Belly.
I about threw up,
Okay.
and it was bad.
Yeah,
could
I
not-
ate one called liver and onion, and it
Oh.
sucked.
Oh, liver and onion.
I could not get that taste out of my mouth for hours.
We definitely might have to try
Oh
that.
yeah, but I'm not doing it.
But the thing is,
You want
I
us to
think
try it on someone else, huh?
Yes.
We're giving
Okay.
it away, but you'd almost just have to say, "All right, we're going to try these different jelly beans,"
Beans.
Right.
Yeah.
and just have somebody be like,
Yeah, you couldn't. Right.
"Ugh,
Without
What
what
is
is
that
this?"
flavor?
It's
Yeah.
like, what's that taste like?
Right. Yeah, you couldn't tell them what it was. You'd have
Yeah.
to.
And then
Yeah.
they would either say, "Well, that tastes like liver and onions," or they would say, "Well, I think one of them was like urine too."
Oh.
Yeah, there was
Oh,
like
that's
urine.
gross.
And then
It
there's
was
like,
nasty.
I think there's one called spider eggs that we never tried.
No, I could only handle one, and
I know that there was like something about gum. I don't remember all of them. I only remember like a couple. There was about 20.
All right. Bean Boozled with
Yeah.
Ian Soltez
And what
coming up.
And what company did you say made them?
Jelly Belly.
Jelly Belly,
So
okay,
we'll have
right.
to look that up.
We'll have to write it down.
Yeah.
Jelly Belly.
Jelly
Like-
Belly.
You could get the beans itself at like a store, like Shop and Save, and I've seen them.
Oh, they had Jelly Belly
So, yeah.
beans. Okay.
There's
All right.
there's about like 20 flavors.
Sounds good. That's the next. We'll do that later when you guys come
You get
back
the
from
green
vacation.
apple, the cotton
We'll do
candy,
half. Yeah,
and
we'll
the
do
rotten egg.
we'll do half on your vacation and half on the Bean Boozled. That way, at the end of the part, we'll try and get that
Did
taste
you
out of our
hear that
mouth.
one away,
There
Dad?
it is.
I wanted to see. Oh yeah, Dad found it.
Jelly Belly. Is that what you said?
It's a Jelly Belly Bean Boozle, and here's your flavors. You have juicy pear or boogers.
Oh yeah.
You have
Booger.
tutti frutti or stinky socks. Strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish. Pomegranate or bad old bandage. That's what about made me gag. Blueberry
We better have
or toothpaste.
Toothpaste was good.
Garbage
I could say
cans.
that.
Here's the one: the toasted marshmallow or a stink bug.
Oh, stink
And it
bug.
continues on. Birthday cake or dirty dishwater. Cappuccino or liver and onions. Peach or barf.
Oh my gosh.
Butter popcorn or rotten egg.
Oh my gosh.
That's what the flavors are.
Okay.
Yeah, you put them in a
it's-
bowl. You gotta close your eyes and stick your hand in there.
And
It's
see what you
$15.
get.
And we'll have to have garbage cans for everybody.
Oh, you will.
Oh yeah.
I will not.
You better
partake
get
in that.
some water.
Lots of water or something to wash it
I will
down.
not partake in that
Okay.
again.
Okay.
All right. Don't forget to
We'll have to
subscribe.
create some kind of a game, and if you answer the question right,
Yes.
Well, there's a
you
big-
You don't
get
have
to the
to.
bean
With the
bizzle
Yeah.
It actually comes
with
with
the
it.
Okay.
game. It
Like
comes
what?
with the
Isn't
game.
it
Like,
like
you
you
can see
flip
it.
a wheel and then it tells
Oh, okay. All
It's an
right.
actual game. It's
Oh, it is a game. Okay.
you? Text
Okay.
it the
It's on
wrong,
Amazon?
really good.
yeah.
Of course it is.
$15.
I'll text.
Oh, that's not bad. We could play that game.
Yeah.
We'll have to do that.
All
Okay.
right.
I will.
All right. Don't forget to subscribe every Monday. We have a new episode coming out. You can follow us on Facebook or X. I wanted to say Twitter, but now it's X.
Oh, it's excellent.
It's X, formerly known as Twitter. And you can contact us at Just Talking Out Loud. Thank you, Matt and Ian, for
Sure.
coming in. Really appreciate it. And we'll talk more when you guys get back from vacation. We are out.
Have a great week.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.